Just entered short here. Probably should have waited until the close of at least a 5-minute candle for a confirmation of the bearish structure. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. Another 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes left to the 5-minute candle. A 3-minute. On the hour, let's get some context here. So this is the previous day low, and this is the overnight low of the Asia session. Approximately 45 points down to that. 14 points to above. All right, here we go. Hoping that this is a protected high. We have, this is safer as a protected high for sure. So we're risking 15.5 points for 53.25 points. That's a 3.45 ratio. Make these bigger. Okay, so we closed below, whoops. This 5-minute candle closed below this 5-minute leg up. Now we need to be aware of this 15-minute BISI over here, which may prove to be source of resistance against the move lower. So we'll watch to see what happens as we get into it, especially as we hit the consequent encroachment. As of right now, we're up 18 points. All right. So we have the bearish order flow. That's number one. The draw on liquidity. And we had the we'd come the key, the point of interest is we'd be coming from this prior SIBI, right? We had dropped, retraced, right? And form this bearish order block. This bullet, yeah, bearish order block. All right, this is the 5 minute. So as we see, we had come off of this, come back into this bearish order block, respected it, and continued lower. And I entered around here on the 1 minute after I saw we put in an SMT with YM, and we displaced lower, and this was after we had retraced higher. So we had this drop lower, retraced higher, chopped around, and then time of interest is this is at 41. So I guess you can say it wasn't, maybe we should have waited at least to 42, maybe. We came into the top quartile of this BISI. Let's zoom out to 60 minutes here. The 60-minute BISI here. We also have this. We've been pulling this along for, I think, the last couple of weeks, maybe more. A 4-hour inversion gap that we just keep revisiting again and again and again. So started back here, although on a 4-hour. So I left it on, and it's at least briefly acted as support. Let's see if we go through it now. Open profit of about 20. If we come all the way back, I'm just going to get out of break even. I'm not going to sit around to see what happens after that. There's no reason to stay in longer. Have a SIBI over here, 1 minute SIBI. Let's look and see if we have any new SMTs forming on the lower time frames. 26, 25 points in profit. Here we go. $50 is a very nice move. Let's see if we get it. This point, I would take my stop if we violate this swing high over here, which would give me about 12 points in profit. Not that much, but I don't see any reason to stay in the trade if we go above there. Just assume that would be my stop loss. Came back up into this order block so far. We're respecting it. In the 15-second, we closed below this leg up, but it might be a bit not as likely as closing below this leg up, so we'll keep it there. Three-minute on the right. And now 1 minute on the right. Okay. See if the 1 minute closes below the open of this leg up. Yep. Go back to the 5 minute, 15 minute. Hey, what's going on here? Oh, okay. I know. All right, I need to keep that open a little bit. Otherwise, it thinks that we closed it from the top. All right, I can't do that. Anyway, so just for technical reasons, uh, all right, we have 40 points in the profit. It's possible that we're going to run higher now because we came down near the end. So I might just take it if we continue curling up. Like, let's see if we come back below this. It's busy here. There's a busy over there. We're at 43 or so points. The target is 53 and a half. We began this at 7:41 Eastern. It is currently 8:03. Quite sure we're going to take it out, but and I don't want to sit around if we retrace back up before going lower. Over here, I can't read it because it's shown as closed because it touched the candle. Um, 30 day. We have a 15-second SMT here with ES. Back to 43, 41, 42, profit, points in profit. Oops, fix that. $47, 40, 46. Watching how it reacts inside this bearish order block here. My hope is that we don't retrace all the way through it back up to there. And we have, hard to see because of the green over it, but there's this bearish SIBI over here on the 15-second. Oh, ES put in a higher high over here relative to at 7:59 45 seconds. There you can see it over here. So Hoping this is a protected high. Smooth that down a little bit. Switch to 30-second over here. Still have that SMT, just if we change a setting to show 2 candle SMTs, I think we'll see it. I think it'll show up. Maybe not. All right, let's go back to 15-second. We're at 38 points profit. On the 1 minute on the right hand here, I'm looking to see, I want to see us invert this BISI. Again, hard to see. You can just kind of see it over here. It's coming from between the high of this candle and the low of that candle. We have a BISI. We want to see us close below the high of this candle. Should move my stop loss lower. So in case we kind of just run up unexpectedly, I would have it, I'd take it out at that point, which is approximately 29 or so points. Can't yet consider this high protected high because we haven't closed below the open of this candle, making it a bearish order block. All right, I'm taking it off 35. Okay, taking off at 35 points. And let's see, I mean, we might now go right down to 55 or whatever it might be, 53. But it's getting to be a question of keeping the bird in the hand rather than risking it for two in the bush. We respected that BISI over here. I was here on one minute. There's a decent chance that we retrace a little bit higher before going lower. And so we just put in, we just engineered some liquidity, sell side liquidity. And I don't know when we're going to come back for it. It could be right away or it could be later in the day. So got my 35 points. 35 points, so that's $70 for each micro contract that you'd be in the trade. Definitely could be nice money.